It is Tuesday, the 9th of January already. Mike Barrett joining us for another edition of Good Policies. with
Hey,
Barrett
good morning.
Insurance. Good
Yes,
morning,
sir.
buddy.
How are you?
I'm well.
Good.
I'm very well.
It's beach day. It's a beach day. I almost didn't come in. I actually was getting ready. Yeah. Sun's out, guns out, Jeff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I don't know if I'd call these guns, but he's referencing the fact that, again, today I wore a T-shirt. Well, it's 74 degrees in
here. Yeah. But anything above what we've had is beautiful. So,
yep. So
lovely.
we talk about good policies, and basically for you folks out there that might be new to this segment of the Magic Morning Crew, it's basically just to inform people on the complexities of insurance.
Yeah. There's a lot behind it, and there's more to it than what you talk about in passing with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's kind of what I keep in my head as I'm bringing this to the discussion table is that, you know what, I'm going to try to fuse a couple of things that may be mislabeled or misrepresented, because when you're getting a small snapshot of somebody else's insurance experience, you're not necessarily getting the full picture.
Exactly.
So that's what this is all about.
All right. So this morning we've decided we're going to talk about automotive insurance.
Yeah, I mean, automobile insurance is the number one necessary evil because the state of Vermont requires that you have it. But it's also the most complained about because of cost. And I can't believe that's what it costs for me to insure my cars. And it's good to shop around, don't get me wrong.
Well, let me just jump in here real
Sure.
quick, okay? One of our very own, Ursula, the midday gal, just had an experience with her automobile insurance company.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a relatively older vehicle, and sadly somebody pulled out and into her a couple of weeks ago. They took it to the body shop, did an estimate. The insurance company says, no.
What?
They totaled it.
They totaled it. Okay.
They totaled it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And that's not uncommon when the repair cost is worth or gets to a certain level, being close in proximity to the book value of the vehicle. They will indeed total the vehicle, because at that point it's not efficient to fix the thing.
No.
It's unfortunate, but it happens.
We can go more into that in a later discussion. You came prepared, so let's share.
Yeah, well, I just had a couple of bullet points I noted down because it really is one of the biggest complaints that we hear. In fact, remember, I'm my own insurance agent, so who do I complain to when my insurance goes up? But
When you're shaving or you used to.
so some of the reasons why insurance for automobiles may be more than you want them to be. Well, let's look at it. The rate that accidents occur fall over time, but as the economy strengthens, more people are traveling. And not only are more people traveling, they're traveling longer distances. So that increases the risk of an accident. So that's an easy one. The weather this year, my goodness, snow. Of course, you think of the hail, the tornadoes, the hurricanes, the flooding.
We have sleet and freezing rain coming up in the forecast,
Yeah.
these things.
So, with more people on the road, or even more cars parked in hazard areas, you think about Massachusetts getting that surge. I mean, look at all the cars that were damaged within that. So, and you look at the companies like the national carriers, they are sustaining loss all across the country. So that's got a lot to do with where rates are coming from.
Let me ask you this, okay? You talk about the common complaints from clients and consumers out there. And one that I have had a complaint with, and many of my friends have you mentioned, we talk about it amongst ourselves, is it seems like I'm paying for everybody else that has insurance or doesn't have insurance.
Well, you are.
And maybe this might be where you're going, something along those lines?
Right.
Okay.
Right. So insurance companies need to be sustainable. They need to be profitable in many times. I mean, they certainly are in the business to make money. So as people sustain loss and companies evaluate what they need to do with rates, it is quite possible that as a rate increase takes place, you could be susceptible to it. But bear in mind, you may be eligible for crediting that other people aren't eligible for. So it doesn't necessarily offset, but it's a balancing act.
But you've mentioned in the past that it varies from company to company.
Yeah,
to
national
company.
companies
So
to regional carriers,
may or may not be true, but
Yes, but it's always good to check. There's two quick things I wanted to hit on here. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration reported that more than 430,000 accidents involved distracted driving in 2014. That's 3 years ago.
It's up though.
It's up. All right. Some of the blame can be attributed to widespread smartphone use, of course. One survey, 74% of drivers reported using Facebook while behind the wheel. Can you believe that? And that was 2014.
I can, because I get to sit here every morning and read the news stories. So, yeah.
And then with vehicle sales hitting records, newer cars are hitting the road quicker. And I'll tell you right now, the bumper that cost $1,500 to repair 10, 15, 20 years ago, now has sensors to help you prevent from running into people or from backing into people, guess what?
It goes up.
Yeah, you're looking at that. Could be tripling the cost to repair a bumper these days. So,
Jeez Louise.
so as you're thinking about the cost of automobile insurance, think about the following: distracted driving is really getting to a critical mass. Vehicle values, to repair as increased innovation and technology gets introduced. You get all these sensors. You get so many components put into the vehicles. The cost to repair is much higher. So now look at what you've been paying for your auto insurance. Have you seen a huge $100, $200, $300 spike in your auto insurance in the past 10 years? I haven't. And I've had many different vehicles. So to be honest with you, the auto insurance is kind of level if you think about it. It's not necessarily keeping pace with the value of these vehicles, which is a good thing for us, but it could become a challenge for some of the insurance companies.
Let me ask you this question here, because I'm sure that somebody out there, Tom or Paul or Rita or somebody is thinking about this in their mind here. You mentioned all these sensors that are on vehicles and safety things that are built in, like lane drift assist,
Bliss is
braking
one of them,
assisting. Are these things that help the consumer when it comes to billing?
That's a very interesting concept. So long time, for a very long time, there have been credits introduced for airbags.
Right.
There's been credits for automatic safety belts, which of course went to airbags, daytime running lights and things like that. Anti-lock brakes.
Oh.
Yes. Okay.
Coke.
All right. So those are indeed, with most of my companies, a credit that's available. What I have not seen is them catching up with technology. I don't think they know how to address it yet, because think about the OnStar, where you can track a stolen vehicle.
Yep.
Think about all these other components, like you just mentioned, that the prevention of an accident is awesome with some of this technology. The insurance companies have not caught up to that, and it could take a while before they do it, because let's be honest, we all know technology is advancing faster than anything else right now.
Oh, ask any of the car dealers.
So it may take a little time, but I could see that happening, where you can't really monitor OnStar because that is a subscription-based service.
Right.
So it's not like you want to have somebody providing to you their confirmation of subscription all the time. But for the crash prevention things that are included in bumpers and things like that, it's a very real possibility that those credits could become available at some point.
Well, because cars out there had anti-lock brake systems well before certain companies decided to give you a break for it, too.
Right.
So like you said, it is happening so fast right now. Technology is changing everything in vehicles.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
It is
Unbelievable.
It is. Oh, yeah. We talk on Thursdays with Wes about that. So
it's very cool, but it's also kind of scary to think about, because, vehicles still are depreciating at a pretty rapid pace. So you're talking about all these pieces of technology that you've got into your vehicle with it still depreciating, at the time of loss. So let's remember, vehicles are settled on an actual cash value basis. What is the year, make, model, condition, and mileage? They're going to pay you for that, not on a replacement value.
And as you've mentioned in the past, with other forms of insurance, computers, you may buy a $1,000 computer today. In 6 months, it's worth $250.
Yeah. So it's and that's just with the innovation. It just keeps happening.
Yeah.
So something to think about this morning.
Well, it definitely is.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not an insurance salesman. I don't know anything about it, but you're not a mechanic, so I could sit here and explain to you, and you learn, and that's why you come and share with us, so we learn.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about.
All right. Good policies here Tuesday mornings. In closing,
Yes, Barrett Insurance Agency. You can stop by our office on Portland Street in St. Johnsbury. Give us a call at 748-5224. Visit our website, thebarrettagency.com, YouTube, Facebook, Google+, all Barrett Insurance Agency.
all right, Mike, thanks an awful lot.
Have a great day.
Yep, music coming up from Lord right here, Magic.